Hello guys, my name is Michael and welcome to a new GTK scale button tutorial. Today we are going to talk about properties which we can apply to our widget. For this we go now here to the properties, and as you can see we have four, the same for which we could apply them with our functions. So let us take them all one by one. The first one says this the adjustment property, the GTK adjustment that contains the current value of this scale button object. So that being said, I'm going to copy this one right here, and we already have the object set here. So I'm going to move it down here. At this point our program looks just as simple as was before. We have only our scale button, nothing special. Okay, so let me clean a little bit the code. So the first one was the adjustment, where we are going to pass our adjustment. We need to create it first. So GTK adjustment, create adjustment. We are going to point it to GTK adjustment new, and for those 6 values we were going to say the value should be 0, and then lower should be also 0, the higher should be 10, the step should be 1, the page increment should be 2, and of course the base size 0. We are not interested in it. So basically we declare the adjustment pointer, and then we set the adjustment, and then we pass it to our object set to set the adjustment to our scale button. And it works fine. We don't see much here, but it works fine. Okay, so next thing, the second property will be the icons, which says the names of the icons to be used by the scale button. The first item in the array will be used in the button when the current value is the lowest value, the second item for the highest value. All the subsequent icons will be used for all the other values, spread evenly over the range of values, and so on. If there is only one icon name in the icon array, it will be used for all the values. Okay, so basically we are going to create our icons. gchar icons, and of course, as you already know, we need to pass our icon naming specification. So it's not important which kind of icons you are passing here, it's your decision. Me, I'm using those which are already provided from my system, so I'm going to copy this one right here, which is the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one. And I'm going to pass null this time here. I'm not going to use the static keyword. And of course I'm going to change the adjustment and value to 5. I'll compile it and run and see what happens. It says unused variable. Yeah, of course, because we didn't set its property. So I'm going to do it right here. Icons and icons. So I'm going to compile it and run it again. And as you can see, the icons are right here. They will change. As you can see, works fine with no problems. Up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, right arrow, and so on. So basically it works fine. Next thing, it is about the size, which is the icon size. Basically, when we choose here a size, we said it should be to the dialog size, which is, of course, its value 6. So if you want to change this, you just need to set its size, and of course choose one of those GTK icon sizes. We can change it to menu this time, so I'm going to call it this one, or a button, why not? So I'm going to copy it, paste it as button. Let me clean a little bit the code here. So now I'll compile it and run it. And now we have different sizes. You won't notice it here, but in another kind of application, when you create it, you will notice. Okay, and the last one is the value, which is the value of the scale. So basically, when I'm compiling now and run the program, as you can see, the value, it is right here, and you can set it to some particular value. This means now, because we have 5, I'm going to set the value to another one. The default value is 0. So basically, you know what happens if you pass 5. Yep, you get the segval, because you need to set a double, like said here. So I'm going to pass 5.00. And now the value is up, because I said 5. I'm going to set it to 3. And now the value is right here. So basically, this is everything which we need to learn about properties. We set those properties like adjustment, where we're creating that adjustment, and then we were setting it with a G object, and then later we create those icons. You can create as many you want, and then you set them through G set object set right here. Setting we did with size and with the value where the scale position should be at that point, or maybe if you are setting your application to work with G settings, which helps you to save the settings which user set them before he shut down his computer. For example, if I go now to my volume control, as you can see, it stays somewhere at 50%. If I put it now at 21% and let it like this, and then I going to reboot my computer, when I come back to this volume control, it will still be at 21%. So basically this is what this value is. It is a value which you set it to a default one before you run your application. We are going to talk of course about G setting later. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.